expressed on this program are not necessarily those of CNS Channel 6.
Hello again, Guyana, and welcome to another edition of Facing the Nation. I am Malika Ramsey. Thanks for joining us. Of course, it is Friday the 4th, well, Friday the 15th. I don't know why I want to stay in Valentine mode, but it's Friday the 15th of February 2019. I take this opportunity to wish all of you, even those of you who don't believe in it, you hear all sorts of things, but I take this opportunity to wish all of you belated Valentine's greetings. I trust that you remember, you keep in mind that love is not only for one day, it's for every day. But you know, on the 14th, we make a big fuss about it. So I trust that all of you who believe in Valentine, in St. Valentine and all of that, and who usually celebrate it, I hope that you enjoy it to the fullest. And again, keep in mind that you should try to love each other. I know some of us make it difficult sometimes to love us, but nevertheless, you should try your very best to love each other all year round. Just take the special time to more or less celebrate it on Valentine's Day. And I also like to remind those of you who are Christians, who believe in Christ, that at the end of the day, the greatest love can only come from God. So trust that you all enjoy that. We are still in the very busy month, the month of, I like to call it the month of everything. It's the month of matrimony. Yes, we had Valentine yesterday, and people are preparing for matrimony, which is obviously on the 23rd of February, which is next Saturday. Even as you prepare for those parties, like the different competitions. I know you had soca, the junior calypso. I think, actually, I think the soca monarch is what is coming up. However, I'm going to try to get someone from the party scene basically to pep you up next week and get you ready for Saturday. But just reminding you that it's the month of all of these big activities, and people tend to drink more and party more and all of that. But we want to remind you as you do that to be safe. Remember, when you do things and you hurt yourselves, unfortunately in the process you hurt others. So one of the things I'm obviously talking about is the drinking and driving. So I just wanted to start it out today. Usually I give this talk at the end of the program, but I wanted to start it out by reminding you of all of those things happening at the beginning of today's program. Remember also that it's the month, the Black History Month, to remind some of us that we need to be reminded of where we came from and where we're going and all of that. Then I think it's also the month of Bob Marley's birthday. So people know that I'm big on the month of February too, because I like to tell people that great people were born in the month of February. So was I. So I'm just reminding you of all these things happening in the month of February. However, to get to today's program, you're going to be hearing less from me today. In the second half of the program, we will have two young ladies who are coming to promote the Women in Business Expo. Of course, they're from the Sonia Noel Foundation. You know, a few months ago, I had two of them, and these things are done in phases and so on. And since then, they were preparing for what's happening, what is on the 3rd of March, which is International Women's Day. And you know, we make a very big thing, a big fuss, a necessary fuss about celebrating our women. And so, because I keep saying, and I had a conversation with Miss Noel herself yesterday, and you know, it's amazing that in a society where we have so much going on, we still have too many women pulling each other down. This is not only the foundation of itself, but this is an activity to remind you that, look, listen, it's time to focus on business. It's time to focus on uplifting other women. So coming up in the second half of the program, you will be hearing from two of those women who are going to be exhibitors at the Women and Business Expo. But on the first half of the program, I want to return to something that I started last week. A lot of you messaged me and said, you know, man, Malika, how you can do something like that? The time ran out and we could not air the entire thing. So what I did, I made up for it this week. You know, I think it was on the 4th of February, Sunday the 4th of February, His Excellency President of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana made his first major appearance in months. And it wasn't just an appearance. He addressed the crowd, and it was the first one in months. Of course, you know, he is getting treatment for that dreaded disease, which I don't like to talk about because of you know, family member experience. But you know, he is recovering. So soon he is already a cancer survivor. You know, we no longer use the term cancer victim. It's cancer survivor because people are surviving this. People are living, and you know, people are overcoming it. However, he made that first major appearance for the first time in months. And again, we started to bring you the clip last week, but we didn't get enough time to finish it. So you'll get it in its entirety today. However, the piece that I've included, I'm making up for it, he was introduced by none other than the Minister of State, the Honorable Joseph Harmon, who also gave a speech himself. So I'll stop talking for now, and I'll ask my operator to pull up. Remember, what you're going to be seeing now is the Minister of State, the Honorable Joseph Harmon, speaking at that opening in Region 3 on Sunday, the 4th of February, 2019, and immediately after that, because he introduced His Excellency, the President. So there you are, and it's some information for you again to remind you where our nation is at this time when we're having so many conflicting things, because everyone has an opinion, and all of a sudden everyone is an attorney at law. So you get some of it from Minister Harmon and the President in terms of, because I know that was since the 4th of February, but I can tell you nothing much has changed from those statements to today, which is the 15th. So take a look at the clip, and when we come back, it will be time for us to talk women and business. This is Facing the Nation.
Thank you very much, Tandai. Your Excellency, the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Chairman of the Coalition, Leader of the Coalition, Chairman of a Partnership for National Unity, and the leader of my party, the People's National Congress. President Granger, I recognize Vice President Ramsey, I recognize the other senior and junior ministers of government here today. More importantly though, today is a party day, so I recognize the chairman of our party, Mrs. Valda Lawrence. I recognize the General Secretary of our party, Mrs. Amna Ali. I recognize the other officers of the party, the Treasurer of the party, Mr. Ronald Bulkan, the Vice President, Vice Chairman of the party, Ms. Annette Ferguson, and all of the other officers of the party. Good afternoon and welcome. I welcome also all of the people of Guyana, from all of the 10 regions of this country, who have gathered here this afternoon to celebrate with us. But this is not just a celebration. In fact, when we started to plan this activity, nothing like no confidence motion or anything was in the air. And so by force of events and by your own activism, for some of the political responses to a situation of a dear land, this occasion has been converted into a rallying point for the people of Guyana who feel that some people are behaving as if they are the government. But let it be known, in every corner of this 216,000 square kilometers of land called Guyana, there's one government, and that is the APNUAFC government. There's one president, and this President David Arthur Granger. too far in this continuation of Development Trust. The office which we just opened was an old wooden building up to 2017. And based on a call by our party leader in his plan of action for regional development, he called on all party districts to establish Congress houses. These Congress houses were meant to be the center of activity for the party in every region, providing an area where comrades can meet in relative comfort to plan strategies for the region's growth and development. It must be, as he said, a center of information on the work of our party accessible to the public. It must provide youth and women-friendly space where the specific groups can develop and thrive. More importantly, these Congress houses must be self-sustaining and contribute to the financial strength and increased membership of our party. Region 3, comrades, is special to His Excellency. I know 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 too. But Region 3 is special. This is where our leader made the famous Declaration of Freedom Hoop in 2012, which sets out the manner in which we will address membership in our party. A few minutes ago, this building was consecrated, and the plaque commemorating this event has this inscription: Congress House, Region Number 3, opened February 3rd, 2019, by Brigadier David Arthur Granger, MSS, leader of the PNCR, and President of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, built through the cooperative effort of the members and friends of the PNCR. And so, first and foremost, I wish to acknowledge the party comrades who, at our first meeting when we decided that we have to build this building, we took a contribution from them. And it came up to $65,300. That was the start. That was the commitment by our comrades that we will invest in something better, and we did. We dreamt together, and we made our dream a reality. So today, you have it before you, for the eyes to see. This is the reality. Permit me, comrades, to acknowledge those small and those large contributions which were made to make this a reality today. First, I start with those persons who are there in the 65,300 group. Ms. Dion Gold, or Sherry, she's actually been the contractor on this building. John Adams, Jennifer Ferreira-Dougal, Kathleen Armstrong, Al-Shazi Ramlakan, Jeanette Green, Lorraine Hooper, Hazelene Thorne, Everton Gulliver, Perry and Abel Birbal, Amjad Shah, Rene Rodriguez, Dimitri Sparman, Dallas Edie, Peter Livingstone, Anne Manifold, Faye Waite, Esric Allen, Noel Waite, Ronald Patterson, Wilfred Duncan, Joseph Harmon. I must call my name too. Komal Singh from Geico Construction, Brian Tiwari, BK Construction, Puran Brothers, Orin Boyce, R. Basu and Sons, Keras Engineering, Weiwei Sung Construction, David Williams, I. Hutton. And there may be others that I might have inadvertently left out. And if I do, please accept my sincerest apologies. If you in fact did come, and you dig some cement and you throw some stone and so on, we acknowledge that. That is really what this building is all about. At the end of the day, when you look at it, we can say my sweat and my blood is here. That is important. My fellow Guyanese, this level of organization in our party is already evident in regions 5, 6, 8, and 10. And I know that work is ongoing in other areas. I'm happy to note also that in honor of one of our oldest party offices at Agricola, the Congress there have already agreed on a design for a new Congress House. And they advised me that this Congress House will be dedicated to the memory of Comrade Ranwell Jordan. The concrete blocks for that building is already on site, and it is anticipated that by the end of 2019, there should be the Ranwell Jordan PNCR Congress House at Agricola. Ladies and gentlemen, this vision for the party, the vision for a prosperous, unified Guyana, is the work of a man who you elected in May 2015 to sail the ship of state up to 2020 and beyond. You know, by corrupt means, persons have tried to subvert the will of the people of this country by attempting by one vote to diss 207,000 votes. Who said that they wanted the AP and the AFC. So when people come around to you with all kinds of confounded nonsense, ask them, how can they explain one vote dissing 207,000 votes? This is not 33, 32, 33, 34. This is 1 against 207,000. This is what we're talking about. This is what is the popular will of the people. This is what you did when you went to the polls in 2015. And you said you wanted the AP and new AFC. How could one vote change that? How could it? No way! Ladies and gentlemen, the man you voted for in 2015, the man who has worked with our coalition partners and said, we are better together. The man who must be allowed to continue the development trajectory of Guyana. Ladies and gentlemen, are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? We ready? We ready? We ready? We're running for the road. Ladies and gentlemen, the man, the leader, the president, David Arthur Granger, our president! Thank you, Region 3. Thank you for this very warm and enthusiastic welcome. This is an unforgettable day in Region 3. But first of all, I must thank you for your prayers and your cards over the last 3 months. If people didn't believe that prayers could work, I tell you prayers could work.
I wish I had a little more hair. But I'm happy to be here. You know, I've been to so many churches on this west side, so many masjids, so many mandirs over the years. So you can almost feel the divine presence coming out of Region 3. But thank you. It's no fun looking at the hospital ceiling for 3 months. Thank you also for coming out this afternoon in your thousands. But I've been looking around since I came here. And I asked myself, where is Irfan? Why isn't he here to meet me? He doesn't know what's going on at Breeding Hoop? No. The ground is moving from under his feet. No, this is a magnificent turnout. And this is a magnificent building that we've come here to consecrate. As Joe said, I'm the man with the plan. In 2012 October, having been elected leader of the PNCR, I came over to Breeding Hoop and I launched what is called the Declaration of Breeding Hoop, a 10-point plan. And that became the basis for action plans for all of the regions. It's called Plan of Action for Region Development, PARD. And from Region 3, we went to Region 9, we went to all of the regions, developing plans of action, not only for the party, but also for the country. You go to any region now, and they'll tell you they have a PARD. Because some of the principles I outlined in October 2012 are now being applied to national development. This Declaration of Breeding Hoop. Y'all know what Breeding Hoop mean, by the way? Y'all live in a place you don't know what it means? Breed means peace, and hope means hope. So peace and hope. Now you know. We brought forth in 2015 a coalition between APNU and the AFC. Partnership for National Unity was made up of 5 parties: the Guyana Action Party, Justice for All Party, National Front Alliance, the People's National Congress, and the Working People's Alliance. 5 of us came together because we believe in working together. We adopt the symbol of the hand because we said one finger can't pick up rice. You need all 5 fingers. You can do a lot with 5 fingers. And in February 2015, we joined with Alliance for Change because we felt we are better together. But more important, we got fed up with the old winner-takes-all system. Only one party believes in winner-takes-all system, but we believe that we are better together, that we can continue working together. And every part of this country, from Aruka to Awario now, to Achirip, from Kaikan to Oriala, people know the importance of working together. I don't have to recount the achievements. If I start to tell you what APNU and AFC have achieved since May 2015, y'all be here till mosquito bite you. You don't read who mosquito. Pensioners sending cards. Thank you, Mr. President. When we went into the 10th Parliament, pensioners were getting getting 7,500. How much you getting now? I'm speaking to Miss Jennifer Duga, a fellow pensioner. No, seriously, pensions have trebled. Teachers who are getting $2,000 in 2015 are now getting $60,000. There are roads, there are lights, there's water. And I tell people I was on these back bodies. A man from Plektanka. I didn't know where Plektanka is. He said this is the happiest day of his life. He can flush his toilet with running water. Can you imagine? We have created something called the 3B system, 4B system, 5B system. Children can now go to school in a bus free of charge. And both, and who got bus and both going by bicycle? Never before. Because we care about education, we care about the picnic down. For the first time, people in Charlton, they hear radio. Sometimes you go into some villages in England, the place quiet. But now they have radio. Radio in Charlton, radio in Latin, radio in Madia, radio in Mabaruma, radio in Oriala. People. Because this is a government that cares about public communication, speaking to people. And we could go on and on, but the mosquitoes are talking. We could go on. And you can see the change taking place in this country. Some people are jealous. Some people wish they could have thought about these things. But we are a compassionate government, we are a caring government. That's why we do these things, because we care about people, we don't care about filling our pockets. We care about developing the country, giving people that good life. My brothers and sisters, Joe has just explained the arithmetic of the situation that we find ourselves in. The fact that on the 11th of May 2015, 207,200 people, a massive amount of people, went out to vote for a coalition they believed in. A coalition they believed could change their lives, make Guyana a better place for themselves and their children. Honest people, sincere people, look forward to 5 unbroken years of service. And we have not let you down. We have not finished our work, but we haven't let you down. It's a work in progress. It takes over 6,000 persons to elect one MP. And to believe that one person, Regent Trent, you know, please call his whole name. His first part, his name is Charang. Don't call the second part alone. There got to be something undemocratic about that. There got to be something cruel and callous about that. That you don't consult with your constituents. You don't consult with your leaders. You just joke. Stab in the back. But comrades, residents of Region 3, you elected us to do a job. Let us finish the job. We didn't elect Barrett to do the job. We didn't elect Irfan to do the job.